Hi, welcome back to Crochet Creations and episode number 33. Grab a cup. I have a bottle of water. It's again very stifling day. So I decided to sit down and I am sitting directly in the fan. I hope you can all hear me. I will be quick and I will try to yell. Start out with items and what's the shenanigans that's going on the Facebook page, of course. Weekly D-Stash. Last week we had a bag of Toy Box in the color, I can't remember, Frisbee. And it was 3 skeins of this. It is a bulky 5 unopened. And they were won and claimed by Lori. Many of you heard me talk about Lori. She is an online friend, very good online friend. But I always say, if you're friends, you still should enter the contests, right? Because that happens. I don't want my other podcasters or friends to not enter stuff. That wouldn't be fair. Then I wouldn't be able to enter your stuff. So that's the winner. Next week we have for the D-Stash, Christie's Closet D-Stash, 2 skeins of Yarn Bee stripes. This is the tan and teal. There are 2 of them. This is 196 yards of 4 medium, 78% acrylic, 22% wool, and well, beautiful. Anyway, if you'd like to try to win that, you need to be a member of my Facebook page. All of the things that are ongoing are under the announcements tab. After you join, you just go and read the rules, follow what the rules say, and you'll be able to figure out how to navigate the site. This week we have a couple of reminders. Hats, and more hats. That is a yearly make-along. Each month there are prizes. There is a prize drawn for that month, and it will be coming up here. August 1st will be the end of July, the beginning of a new post. So make sure you post your hats for July, because I'll be drawing a winner for July. The Clement poncho, it's been going on for June and July. I've been making mine out of the Naturals shawl and a ball. And I don't have it done because I just got this skein and someone graciously gave it to me to finish my poncho. So I'll be picking that back up tonight and tomorrow and trying to finish that for next week. But I will be drawing a random winner for that. If you want to see what was won, what is going to be won, I will be putting all of that in episode 34 next week. But hop on over there and see what's going on. Make sure you get a picture of your progress, regardless if it's done, because I'm drawing a winner from that for a poncho kit from the progress photos. The next thing that's going to be going on in August is I am co-hosting the Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge with Christy Cook from Tea Doddles, and my month of August video will go up. I will probably insert that in the name, plus I'll have a couple other things that I do, and it'll probably come out on Thursday or so. I don't know. I'll have it close to the 1st when it comes out. I have picked last episode 32. I decided I was going to ask for some help on giving like coming up with a theme for August, and I offered 2 skeins of Yarn Bee Tender Touch. Look at that halo. And this is a coral color. I picked a winner. A random comment was drawn, and Lori Armstrong is the winner of these 2 skeins. Now, I did not say I would pick out of the comments for the theme, but I wanted to at least give you something for helping me out, and so I have collaborated with a couple of ideas and came up with the theme. I'm not going to tell you today, but Lori, if you wouldn't mind emailing me your information so I can get your gifts out to you. Another huge thing going on is that Kim, the Crafty Nomad, and I are starting a new vintage make-along. This is going to start August 1st. I'm going to have the post up for that. She made a really cool, picture for the make-along. Now, this make-along is your own project, as long as it's a stitch type of project and it has stitches in it, and then they're hand stitches. It can be knit, it can be crochet, hand loomed, a crewel, cross stitch, regular sewing. Now I say regular, or you can sew something out of material. Just about anything that has stitches is going to end up being able to be done. However, the theme is vintage, so we want to hear how your project falls into the theme when you post your project photos. This make-along is going on from August through November, so you have plenty of time to get up an idea and plenty of time to make an item. You can use vintage patterns from magazines. Just about anything that you can come up with probably will be allowed. I am going to be doing a pattern that I did years and years ago in the early 70s. I found this pattern, and it's been adapted a couple of times, but I'm going to use the original that I used, and I'm going to adapt it to a scrappy. So if you want to do that pattern with me, that's fine. It's going to be fun, and I'm going to use up some of my scraps. It is an Afghan, so it will be done over a long length of time. I don't plan on having it done in 1 month. Let's see. Basically, we'll talk about it on the live show in 2 weeks. So if you want to get started on your item, great. If you want to wait until the next live to talk to us, that's great too. I think that's all I have for admin. Don't forget, if you did not get your July entry in to Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge, the link is below for that Facebook group. We only take entries for the theme for that month. We don't clutter up the feed with everything else. So if your post got deleted, it's probably because I was just cleaning up the feed. So this month, July was beach, and if you go over there, you'll see a whole bunch of inspirational patterns that I put up for beach theme. And maybe you still have time. You have a whole week, and Christy's kind of slow at the she's not drawing right on the day, so you probably have longer than a week to get it up. I don't mean that in any, she knows that I'm joking with her. She's a busy lady, and so am I. Things that I have on the needles this week and things that I'm making are next. Let's see. I have, I'll do that last. I have a brand new blanket I started. I tend to jump around, and that's just the way I am. That way you never know what I'm going to show. It's not boring. So I got these 2 skeins of Line Brand Baby Soft, and I got this one in the Parfait print and this one in the pink petal. And so basically the one is gradient and the with white, and the other one is solid. So I wasn't sure what I was doing with them. I'm not sure if I was making a sweater or what I was going to do. So then I'm scrolling through Instagram the other day, and like 2 days ago, and Reggie from J Hook Crochet put up a pattern that she was working on. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. I'm going to try that. So the pattern will be linked below. It's a tutorial from Fiber Spider. And if you don't know Reggie, I'll link her channel below as well. All mentions, video mentions, are always listed below. So I started it, and it starts in the center like a regular square, and you continue out, and it looks like you have 4 diamond shapes. Well, the name of it is Which Way Fillet. Okay, so it is a fillet, and I just thought it was the coolest pattern. So what I did was I did 15 rows in the center with the solid, and then I started with the variegated, or the gradient one, after that 15 rows, and I'm going to do 15 rows of the gradient, and then I am going to go back to the solid and do 15 rows of that. So how cute is that? It is the 3 light, so mine is coming out very, very light, and I am using an eye hook. So that's definitely going for the new grandbaby. Chances are I will make some things to match this or not. I don't know, but that's where I'm working on that this week. I'm already halfway, so maybe I'll have that done too. And then my next work in progress, last Monday night at Knit Night, I was not in the park. I was online in the Facebook group. And if you so would like to join us, 8 people are allowed. So if right now not all 8 spots are filled. When they do get filled, I probably will ask people to rotate, but for now we don't have to do that. Okay, so in Knit Night, I cast on a new sweater. No, I don't have my old one done yet. I will show it when I have progress on it again, and I will finish it. But for now, I cast on a new one. It is a free pattern on Ravelry, and this is what it looks like. It has a really cool yoke section, and it is a knit pattern. The blanket that I was working on is crochet. In case, I really should have said every time I show a pattern or talk about work in progress, I really should say if it's crochet or knit, and I am sorry that I have not done that. This one is a knit sweater. It is called Another 5-Hour Baby Sweater. The pattern is courtesy of the Make Your Own Zone. The link will be below. It is fairly easy for a new knitter to understand. The pattern starts out, in your regular, you only need to know a couple stitches. One of them is make, or should I say increase. The increase in the back loop, you have to know how to do that. Increase by knitting into the front and the back stitch. So that's the only thing that I thought wasn't a brand new, but in Knit Night we can show you how to do that. Anyway, I started it with a cake of Ferris wheel. This is Lion Brand Ferris wheel is a 4 medium. This is the color Cotton Candy, and it's 100% acrylic, but it does have halo, and I love it. I love it, and I absolutely love Ferris wheel. It is a very light 4, and I am using US 7s. Yes, I'm using the US 7s, so that's, I believe, 4 millimeter. I can never remember the sizes. So I started it out, and here is my yoke. That fancy yoke is just gorgeous. And then I'm already past the sleeves and down into the body. I put the sleeves on waist yarn. That's the back. Isn't it so cool how the colors are coming out? Now, the pattern said in this row where we were going to break for the sleeves to go ahead and do the sleeve and then go back and start the back. And I didn't want to do that with a self-striping yarn. I wanted to finish the whole entire sweater and then go back, and the sleeves are going to be different, yes. But if I would have broke and did the sleeve like it told me to, I would have broke the color scheme all up, and I was so afraid to do that. I do have another cake of this, so I possibly could get the beginning of each sleeve to be the same. I'm gonna try. So that is my work in progress up to this point. It's coming out real soft. I'm gonna make this pattern again in another, I mean, I just want to cast on all of the things, but I want to make this sweater again because I really like that yoke and I like that pattern a lot. Okay, my next thing to show today is, last week I brought out a skein of Premier Serenity Bulky 5. This is beautiful. It's very, very soft. This color is Oatmeal Heather, and I love it. But I think I ran into a yarn that I don't love. That's Premier. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. Do I love it? No. It's so stiff. Now, what I'm thinking, I'm gonna probably finish this hat. I did not finish it yet. In fact, I put it down and I never looked at it again until today. 109 yards in one of these skeins. That's not a lot. So you would need like 3 or 4 of them to do anything. So I had started this hat. I'm going to put it down and I'm going to reach over here and show you that I took another one of these skeins out of the bag, and I did sorry, and I did another hat in another pattern. It is a Bago Day 556 done in a 6 bulky. I did the pattern the way she tells you to do a 5 bulky. I didn't finish the border the same, but at least I got through a skein of this bulky yarn, and it actually made a hat that's nice, that I approve of. I'm not a fan of this yarn, I guess. It's just so stiff. It's like using a 6 bulky, and it's a 5, and it is a thick 5, and it is dense. And it comes out very, very warm, but it comes out nice in this pattern. So there is the, see how stiff it is? It's so stiff. People are like, well, let's just make a basket out of it. I don't think it was meant for baskets, but yeah, you could. Okay, so what I'm planning on is, there are people that have come into my booth at my craft fairs and have asked me for very heavy, bulky, or all wool hats, and I don't usually make them because I just figure that nobody wants them, and so they do. So I don't do them very often, but I have them in my bins and not always on the table. So that way, if someone asks me for an all wool hat, which this is 100% acrylic, so it is not wool, but it certainly feels like it is. So anyway, it will be in my Etsy shop for $17 as the regular beanie hats are. And I will finish that other one in the pattern I'm working on, and that is in the Crochet magazine for this fall. And I am going to finish it because I have enough yarn to finish it, but I just said, well, let's see if I can make a hat with this. Now, if I don't like that one, it'll just go up and someone will like it. So I'm not complaining. It's just that it's hot and it just makes me laugh because, okay, anyway, so I hope y'all have a creative weekend, and like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and look for another video this week and some great new Kales coming, and bye y'all.